Welcome to Global Football Icons, the channel where we take a closer look at football's brightest stars, from legends of the past to the game changers of today. If you're passionate about football and want more in-depth analysis of the world's greatest players, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. And hey, don't forget to drop a comment with the name of the player you'd like to see explored next. Your favorite player might be our next deep dive. Now, let's talk about one of the fastest rising stars in football, a player whose pace, precision, and poise have taken the world by storm. From the streets of Bondy to the stadiums of Europe's elite clubs, Kylian Mbappé has proven he's a phenomenon. At just 25 years old, he's already achieved feats that most players spend their careers chasing. So, sit back as we journey through the life and career of the one and only Kylian Mbappé. Born on December 20th, 1998, in Bondy, a suburb of Paris, Mbappé was practically destined for greatness. His father, Wilfried Mbappé, is a football coach, and his mother, Faiza Lamari, is a former professional handball player. Growing up, young Kylian had not only natural talent but also the right environment, one that understood and nurtured athletic potential. He honed his skills on the streets, displaying a combination of raw speed, balance, and an almost unnatural ability to keep the ball glued to his feet. It wasn't long before he caught the attention of local clubs and began his journey into professional football. Kylian's first big step came when he joined AS Bondy, where his father was a coach. From a young age, he had a hunger to score and an incredible ability to read the game. His coaches and teammates quickly realized he was something special. Unlike many kids who dribble for the fun of it, Mbappé was strategic, always looking for ways to outmaneuver opponents. He was fast, very fast, but he was also surprisingly mature in his understanding of the game. Scouts from all over France and beyond took notice, and soon, Mbappé found himself on a trajectory toward greatness. In 2013, at just 14 years old, Mbappé took a major leap, joining the prestigious Clairefontaine Academy. Known for developing many of France's top talents, Clairefontaine provided Mbappé with the training he needed to refine his natural abilities. He became an even more polished player, improving his decision-making and learning the tactical side of football. It was during this period that his name began circulating among scouts from Europe's biggest clubs, with powerhouse teams vying to sign him before he even turned professional. At 16, Mbappé joined AS Monaco's academy, where he would get his first taste of professional football. It didn't take long for him to break into Monaco's senior team. In fact, he made his debut in 2015, at the age of just 16 years and 347 days, breaking Thierry Henry's record as the youngest player to debut for the club. His impact was immediate. Mbappé's explosive speed, sharp dribbling, and keen eye for goal made him an unstoppable force even against seasoned defenders. His rise at Monaco culminated in the 2016 to 2017 season, where he led the club to a Ligue 1 title. It was an achievement that hadn't been seen in nearly 2 decades, and it made Mbappé a household name across Europe. That season, Mbappé's name became synonymous with raw talent and potential. Europe's elite clubs were clamoring to sign him, but it was Paris Saint-Germain who managed to secure his signature. The move wasn't just monumental for Mbappé, but for football as a whole. PSG paid a staggering 180 million euros for the teenager, making him the second most expensive player in history, just behind Neymar. Suddenly, the young boy from Bondy was thrust into the spotlight, sharing the stage with some of the biggest names in world football. Joining PSG in 2017 marked a new chapter in Mbappé's career. Paired alongside Neymar and Edinson Cavani, he formed part of one of the most lethal attacking trios in modern football. Together, they dominated Ligue 1, with Mbappé often stealing the show. His pace down the wing was unmatched, his finishing clinical, but it wasn't just his athleticism that made him stand out. His decision-making, particularly for someone so young, was incredible. Whether it was a darting run into the box or a perfectly timed pass to set up a teammate, Mbappé always seemed to know exactly what the game needed. Throughout his time with PSG, Mbappé continued to rack up records and trophies. He won multiple Ligue 1 titles, domestic cups, and individual awards. But what truly solidified his place as one of the world's best was his performance in the UEFA Champions League. In the 2019-2020 season, he led PSG to the Champions League final, a historic first for the club. Although they narrowly lost to Bayern Munich, Mbappé's contributions were undeniable. His dazzling displays on Europe's biggest stage proved he was more than just a domestic league star. He was a world-class talent capable of leading his team to greatness. But if there's one tournament that defines Mbappé's career so far, it's the 2018 FIFA World Cup. Playing for France, he took the global stage by storm, scoring in crucial matches and leading Les Blues to their second-ever World Cup title. In the final against Croatia, Mbappé scored a stunning goal, becoming only the second teenager after Pelé to score in a World Cup final. His performances throughout the tournament earned him the FIFA World Cup Best Young Player award, and his 4 goals cemented him as one of the tournament's standout players. Following his World Cup success, Mbappé's stock skyrocketed. He became one of the most marketable athletes on the planet, with brands lining up for endorsements. But despite his fame and fortune, he remained grounded, driven by a love for the game and a desire to keep improving. He often speaks about the influence of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi, 2 players he watched closely as a child. In fact, he's known for analyzing their moves and incorporating aspects of their games into his own. But make no mistake, Mbappé is not just a copy of his idols. He is a unique player who brings something fresh to the table. In recent years, Mbappé's game has only gotten better. He has become a more complete player, adding playmaking to his skill set. He's equally capable of setting up goals as he is of scoring them, making him a nightmare for defenders. His agility and intelligence allow him to adapt to different styles of play, and his competitive spirit drives him to succeed. He's often the first to arrive at training and the last to leave, constantly pushing himself to new heights. Off the pitch, Mbappé is known for his humility and his dedication to giving back to his community. He's made it a point to support causes close to his heart, particularly those that benefit underprivileged children. Despite his success, he's never forgotten his roots in Bondy. He regularly returns to the neighborhood, meeting with young players and offering them words of encouragement. Mbappé understands that he is a role model, and he embraces the responsibility that comes with it. As he continues to evolve, the world watches with bated breath. Some see him as the heir apparent to Ronaldo and Messi, a player who could dominate the next decade of football. Others see him as a trailblazer, someone who can redefine what it means to be a football superstar in the modern era. But one thing is certain, Kylian Mbappé is a player unlike any other. He's a blend of power, speed, skill, and intelligence, a player who brings fans to their feet every time he steps on the field. As he sets his sights on future goals, there's no telling how far Mbappé will go. Whether he's leading PSG to European glory, captaining the French national team, or inspiring the next generation, one thing is clear. Kylian Mbappé is just getting started. He's a player who's destined for greatness, a talent who will be remembered long after his playing days are over. So, if you enjoyed this look into Kylian Mbappé's career and want to see more in-depth player analyses, don't forget to like and subscribe to Global Football Icons. And let us know in the comments which player you'd like us to explore next. Is there a rising star you want to learn more about? Or maybe a legend from the past? We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep watching, keep loving football, and remember, the game's greatest stories are waiting to be told.